Hi everybody, it's Bas here from Carp Specialist. Many thanks for watching the new Carpy Cast episode. It's the 14th of September already. Time flies when you're having fun. And it's very crazy, but it's been such a two big fish weeks with a lot of huge carp over 30 kilo. That's about 65 English pounds being caught. So let's kick off straight away at La Châteline. This is not a big fish venue for the moment. There's some 20 kilo fish, of course, to be caught, but it's a pristine environment, and we received a lot of photos from the guys from recent captures. And what you can see is there's beautifully scaled mirror carp at Etang La Châteline, and they grow very fast. People enjoy themselves a lot at Etang La Châteline. There's luxurious lakeside accommodation, first-class service by the Gnodde family, and lots of angling space. It's roughly, from the top of my head, between 30 and 40 acres, the lake, and it only has 4 double swims. So you have a lot of privacy and angling space. It's really a place to relax and enjoy a well-earned fishing holiday. At Jarlat, just next to La Châteline, we had some amazing catches, as you can see on the photos right now. It's really a place where the average weight is very high. I would say over the past weeks it's been over 40 English pounds on average weight. It's not an easy venue. It's a bit a lake you can compare with Albert's Lake and Buster's Lake at Lac de Viennet. But it's still quite undiscovered by many of our clients. It's big fish only, experienced anglers, and it's beautiful surroundings. And at the lake we have some lakeside accommodation as well included in the price. So you can leave your bivvies at home and enjoy some first-class big carp fishing. Same goes for Bouxier, big carp fishing. We had Leon coming over last week. He caught 15 carp and 2 catfish. Biggest fish for him was 29 kilos. He had 3 carp over 20 kilos, 7 carp over 15 kilos, and its average weight was crazy. His average weight was 19.5 kilos, which is 44 English pounds. That's really crazy. The water levels are still low, but we're working hard on them, and as you can see, it doesn't affect the catches too much. So we're very happy with that. Great news from both Bouxier and the neighbor lake Etang de Mont that will be open this winter for the very first time for carp fishing with a reduced winter rate. The website automatically calculates it for you. So if you fancy some winter fishing for big carp, then both Bouxier and Etang de Mont are open for business this winter. Same goes for the Karperhoeve, also open for business this winter. Over the past years, winter fishing has been very good at the Karperhoeve. We were open all the winter around. And what we do now is to cluster this into weekends only. So the midweeks the fish will have a bit more rest. There will be no fishing in the midweeks, but there will be only fishing in the winter in the weekends at reduced winter rates. At the Sahara we also had some nice news. It's only a 10 minutes drive from my home, so I'm there quite a lot. Together with the staff on site we've created the 2 spots. We lined them with gravel, and we used a mower to take away all the grass and things like that. And also we removed quite some weed. This is the first year that the Sahara is open, so all the catches of this year have been bundled, and we make a report about it regarding a new fish stocking this winter. It's really a first season, so we've learned quite a lot about the stock, and we know what we can do in order to improve it for next year. The reviews are quite well. It's a lovely surrounding, so it's well recommended. If you're in the Netherlands or fancy catching a Dutch carp, then Sahara is a really nice place to go to. At Etang de Galois we had the most crazy week of the season. There were 414 carp being caught in the week of the 26th of August. This was the best week of the 2023 so far. Of the 440 carp, we had 62 over 20 kilos, 13 over 25, and 1 fish over 30 kilos. That was excellent. And also the week after, the week of the 2nd of September, 192 carp were caught, 30.4 kilos from swim 10, a 28 and a 29 kilos from swim 1, and a 28 and a 28.1 kilos from swim 16. If you convert that to English pounds, that's, well, at least 6 or 7 60s being caught last week. So Etang de Galois is a really well-known big fish lake. If you want to get on it, be quick. It's a big lake, but the swims sell out very, very fast. The calendar is open for 2024, but even for 2025, 6 and 7 we've also got bookings. So if you fancy big carp fishing in France, then Étang de Galois is definitely worth a recommendation. With the weights this high in the summer period, we expect some new 60s, a new 30 kilo fish being caught quite soon. At Carpfarm Lake in the Netherlands, we also had some big fish coming out. 26 fish came out last week. The swims 2 and 6 did very well. And more English come over to Carpfarm Lake as well, and that's not without a reason. But the lake owner is very friendly, speaks English fluently, and he's got a lot of big fish waiting to be caught. English anglers tend to be very good at zig fishing, and this is exactly the way how to approach the fish at Carpfarm in some times of the year. Heavy baiting with pellets and boilies can be good as well, but at some days, as it's a deep lake, the zig fishing does great as well. At Bouxier Carp 2 we had 2 catch reports, one from Willem. He caught 28 carp and 4 sturgeon. Biggest fish were 2 times 18 kilos, a 20 kilo, a 20.1 kilo and a 21.6 kilo. So he did great. Also Gino did very well. He caught 10 carp and 2 over 20 kilos, with the biggest one 23.2 kilos. So that's an English 50 being caught as well. Bouxier Carp 2 is very popular. It's a short drive, of course, from Calais. Big lake number 1, very big and very challenging due to the weed. Lake 2 is a bit smaller and has little to no weed. And 3 is the smallest of the complex, Bouxier Carp 3, and it's got quite some weed as well, but big fish. So if you fancy weed fishing, Lake 1 and Lake 3 are excellent. And if you don't like any weeds, then Lake 2 is the place to go to. At the Karperhoeve in the Netherlands, we also had some nice news. Fabian at swim 8 caught the lake record fish at 28 kilos. In the springtime, it's a fish over 30 kilos. Obviously, in the summertime, it's lost a bit of weight. So it's 28 kilos, but still in immaculate conditions. So that's another English 60 being caught. At Grand Tanneau, we also had a new lake record common carp at 26.4 kilos caught by Joey. Joey and his girlfriend caught 13 carp in total, a 25 kilo plus fish, 2 fish over 20 kilos, 6 over 15 kilos, and 4 over 10 kilos. And he broke his PB and his girlfriend broke her PB as well, so they were very excited. And Grand Tanneau is very popular with our guests. It's got a lakeside accommodation, 2 swims, and book it early as well if you fancy to fish it. It's a really popular lake. At Dragon Island, also some great news. A 30 kilo common carp being caught by Basti and Felix. They caught 4 fish in total. It's not an easy lake, but again another 30 kilo fish, so really amazing. At Livergere, we had quite some anglers cancelling their trips this autumn because of a fish death we had in August. We had 120 carp die between, let's say, roughly between 6 and 15 kilos, some bigger, but nothing too major. On a total stock of about 800 to 900 carp, it's difficult to estimate. And we had our first 2 weeks being open now. The wakes, to be honest, they work excellent. Fish is doing very, very well. Swim 3, they caught 8 carp up to 18 kilos. Swim 4 caught 12 carp up to 24 kilos, so that's an English 50. Swim 7 and 8, 33 carp, of which 4 over 20 kilos, and 21 kilos was the biggest. We're checking the next weeks, but also this week is looking very well with the catches at Livergere. So we were very happy that, of course, the fish death was a sad thing, but it was mainly the smaller fish being who died. So we look very confident for the future at Livergere. So we keep a close eye on the catches, and if necessary, we'll put some extra fish in the winter. But based on the catches we have now, there's nothing necessary to do. At Le Grand Étang, just before shooting this video, my colleague Jeroen sent me some photos from a couple of German guests we had at Étang de Galois. At Le Grand Étang. One beautifully scaled mirror carp, an excellent and very, very big grass carp. I estimate it to be close to 60 English pounds, and a beautiful koi as well. It's not for the faint-hearted. There's a lot of weed at Le Grand Étang. It's a place for the experienced carp angler to catch the carp of his dreams. So if you fancy a challenge, you're not afraid of weed fishing, using a boat and taking on a challenge, then the Grand Étang is the place to go to. Well, this was this week's Carpy Cast. If there's any questions, just drop them in the comments. We hope to see you again in about 2 weeks' time. Take care. Bye bye.